Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to the week. As always, I'm sitting down to film New Makeup Monday for you guys, and I'm so excited because I'm feeling this makeup. I'm feeling myself, so yeah, let's get into it. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I like to think that I post 3 to 4 times a week. Sometimes it's a little more, sometimes it's a little less. But if you guys enjoy new makeup, especially eyeshadow palettes, this is the place for you. Highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, before I forget, I want to tell you what is on my face today. So I have a video coming up. I'm going to film multiple looks with the game Beaute X Persona 5 Royale collection. Game Beauty kindly sent it over a few weeks ago. And as per usual, I just had so much going on. I wasn't able to dedicate the time. So now I started my project. It's a big collection. And I just wanted to play in color, and so this look is going to be coming up, so please make sure you subscribe if you want to catch that video. I had so much fun, and if you guys know me, I mean, I love a bold lip, but I hardly ever wear like a hot pink liquid lipstick, so I'm just like living my best life on this Sunday afternoon. And then the rest of the makeup on my face, I will try and remember to link for you guys as well if you are interested in seeing what else is on my face. So I just wanted to make that quick announcement, but I'm gonna slide on over so we can talk about some new makeup. Okay, you guys, one more disclaimer. I am 28 weeks pregnant, so I'm gonna be a little bit out of breath. Don't mind me. I will do the best I can to make it seem like I'm not, but all my organs are moving, so it is what it is. Let's go ahead and see what Miss Trendmood has in store for us. So I actually saw this on the MAC website, but MAC is coming out with a new collection, and this is a collaboration with a designer, I believe, named Richard Quinn. And this collection is just so perfect for spring. I love the packaging. I really love the packaging. I think that's my favorite part of this collection. I love the mixing of the prints, and it's very over the top and vibrant, which is so interesting to me. So they have an eyeshadow palette for $40, gel pencil eyeliners for $23. We've got a setting spray. I think that's in limited edition packaging for $31.50. Powder blush duo for $35.50. Skin finish highlighter for $35.50, and some matte lipsticks for $25. So very pretty. I seriously, every time I see a MAC collection with limited edition packaging, it makes me think of like makeup YouTube in like when I started, like, oh my gosh. And like when I first met my husband, it was like 2015, 2014, and like MAC limited edition makeup was like coveted, and it would always launch at ridiculous times of the day, and you didn't get a time told, so you didn't know when, and you'd just be on the MAC website like refreshing, trying to grab these like limited edition lipsticks. And like I've decluttered all of it. I've decluttered all of it. So yeah, it's just kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, I'm definitely not gonna stay up or look for this. I think it's out already, actually. I would maybe consider the highlighter if it comes to like Ulta or something like that, like something convenient, but it's definitely nothing like I'm dying to own. That eyeshadow palette on the inside really doesn't do much for me. It looks like a very muted pastel-y palette, so it's not anything I'm into, but I think the packaging is my favorite part of this collection. Next we have from Urban Decay, and this is their collaboration with the Smiley. I guess just like smiley faces are copyrighted, like they're an IP, and I think it's like the anniversary of Smiley or something, because I've seen them do collabs with so many brands. Like I saw them do a collection. I think I even saw maybe like H&M had like a clothing line that they did with Smiley. There's so many Smiley collabs, but this is Urban Decay. So they have two little naked palettes. These are like the naked mini palettes. There's Chill Happy and Mucho Happy. And I know my friend Angie got these in PR and she actually already posted her video. So I had a lot of fun watching it. I mean, I feel like I definitely don't need these palettes to create the looks she created. She did mention that that yellow shade called Smiley was really pretty and she really liked it. So I was very happy to hear that the quality is good because obviously I trust my friend and I know she knows good eyeshadow formulas. So that was a definite step in the right direction because I feel like Urban Decay has just been not doing so great in the eyeshadow palette department, and they used to be one of those brands where, like, again, back in like 2013, 2014, when they were launching an eyeshadow palette, everybody was paying attention because they did those Vice palettes and their like Alice palette. So good, like so many cool collections. And then like I feel like 2022 was like Wild Greens and like the She-Hulk palette, and it's just been like spiraling downward and like not in a good way. So maybe there's still some hope left with this collection, and yeah, it's gonna be an easy pass for me, but gave me a little bit of hope that there might be something still there. Okay, next is a giant collection from Kiko Milano. As always, this is available now in Europe. It's the Beauty Essentials collection. So there are some blushes, there's a powder, makeup remover, cleanser, toner, lipstick and pencils, and we've got eyeshadow and eye pencils, lip glosses, Color Flush 3-in-1 all over shades, lipsticks, lip oils. So it's like a whole line. It says it's going to come to the US. I think I've said this many times about Kiko. They're just like one of those big brands that I don't keep up with. I don't feel like they're very easy to find in the US. So I think they might be a drugstore brand in Europe. I'm not 100% sure about that. But overall, this collection looks like it's gonna be more geared for lighter skin tones. And honestly, I just really don't care that much. So it's something that I would totally pass on. Okay, this collection was so cute when it was announced. I was so excited. So this is the Disney and Colourpop Snow White collection. I will say that something about this really like caught my eye. I just loved the whole fantasy of it, the beautiful lipsticks, and like everything just looks so cute. And I've been watching a lot of Disney since I became a mom. I'm definitely not a Disney fan. Like I didn't really grow up with a lot of Disney movies, so I'm definitely not into Disney as much as some people are. But you know, there's a little soft spot for Disney now with my daughter being super into it. Her favorite is Moana though, so if like Colourpop ever collab with Moana, like we wouldn't even be having a conversation. I'd be like, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. But this I, you know, thought about and I was like, oh, this looks kind of fun. Like, let me just buy it. And so I was on the Colourpop website when it launched and I had the whole collection in my cart. And then I was like, do I really want to spend like $90 on this collection? And then I was going to have it express ship, which was like another $20. So now we're in the $100 plus territory, which is fine. Like I would totally do it for a review if that was something like my audience was like, oh, Karen, we really want to see it. But nobody seemed that interested in this collection, in my opinion. I mean, the fact that a couple hours later I went on the site and most of the stuff was still in stock was definitely a testament. Now, this collection did end up launching at Ulta, so I actually grabbed the two Super Shock blush shades that I wanted, and I grabbed the lip scrub because I figured that way I would still get it eventually, but I wasn't gonna need to spend on shipping. And yeah, I just went with Ulta instead. So I'm really excited because again, my friend Angie got this collection in PR, and when she was playing with the Super Shock blush, I was like, yes, 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 yes. I regret not buying the blushes. And those seem like the most unique thing in the collection, so I'm glad I got a hold of those. I will link it down below for you guys at Ulta and at the Colourpop website, so if you guys are still considering picking any of that up. it's going to be linked down there for you. So we have a pressed powder palette for $22. The lip kits are $20 each. And then we've got the Super Shocks, which are $10 each. And then the lip scrub for $12. And then the magic mirror for $14. I will say I also watched a few other reviews of this collection, and I definitely heard somebody say that got this collection in PR that they felt like the mirror was kind of like cheaply made, which I mean, it is only $14, so don't expect like some fancy mirror is all I wanted to say about that. But I just noticed that the lip kit is like 20 bucks, which I feel like is kind of pricey. I mean, the Glamlite lip kits for Chucky were like 15. And that's before you use a discount code. So I think that's a little bit high. Like, Colourpop be charging extra for those Disney collections, in my opinion. So anyway, I did end up getting the Super Shock blushes that I wanted. And the lip scrub because I heard it smells fabulous, but I skipped on everything else. Okay, next from Cali Ray. This is the new brand by the previous owner of Urban Decay. So her name's like Wendy something. And she owns Cali Ray. So they have these light radiant glow highlighters, long-lasting highlighter with a transparent base for no ashy cast that visibly blurs pores, fine lines, and wrinkles while hydrating skin with Eco Squalane, $39. There's Starlight Beach and Moonlight Beach. These are beautiful to look at. I have these highlighters 100 times over in my collection. I am wearing one of the Rare Beauty highlighters today. Like, I need a highlighter like I need a hole in my head. So it's gonna be a quick skip for me. Okay, you guys, so Benefit is coming out with a full skincare line. So they're extending their Professional family, and we've got a cleansing oil, a clay mask, a foaming cleanser, a moisturizer, a pore mask, a PHA, AHA toning foam, and all of this is gonna be available. I think it's already out on Ulta, I think. I know you can see the products on the Ulta website, so again, I'll link it down below. So I don't really worry about my pores so much. I know a lot of people struggle with really big pores and stuff like that. I've never really felt like I've had to worry about that. Also, I'm on a journey in case you guys haven't kept up, but I'm really trying to get through my skincare. I've gone through this like phase where I've like bought so much skincare, backup skincare, been gifted skincare, and I always like second guess myself with skincare. So if I buy something and I don't like it, instead of just like gifting it to somebody else or getting rid of it or chucking it, I'm like, no, let me just hold on to it and I'll use it later. And it never happens, and then just things keep piling up. So this year I'm like, no, I'm gonna use my skincare. I'm gonna give away my skincare that I don't want to use, and we're just gonna like minimize it. And a lot of the products I use, I've been using for years. So for example, like the Youth of the People cleanser is my morning go-to cleanser. When I use something else, I miss it. So I'm like, why am I trying to like substitute it with something else? So I just want to stick to the stuff I know that I love. So, I mean, this being from Benefit, it being more pore focused, it really has no place for my skincare routine, and I don't feel the need to spend money on this. So I'm going to be passing on it, but definitely let me know down in the comments if you guys are curious about the skincare, because yeah, I'm just curious to know what you guys are interested in. Now, I know I have some friends that were like immediate yes on this next skincare product. So this is a sneak peek from the brand Glow Recipe, and this is their Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops Pore Refining and Blurring Primer, I think. So it says, it blurs pores, controls excess oil, visibly reduces pore size with this all-in-one treatment and primer. It is packed with mattifying like ingredients, and it has a strawberry leaf extract that absorbs excess oil. Like, this is definitely the primer for an oily skin gal, which I am certainly not. And I actually don't wear a lot of primer. I'm actually trying really hard not to buy primer this year because I have a few I'm trying to use up. I have the Glow Recipe watermelon one that I want to use up. I was drawn in by the hype of the one from Huda Beauty, so I have that one. I'm actually wearing that one today. So I have 2, 3, 4 primers that I would like to use up and just stop buying in that category completely until maybe someday I need primer. I'm totally not opposed to it, but I just know that one of my toxic traits is just buying stuff when it's hyped, and I don't need to do that. So I'm just gonna appreciate this for what it is and say it's an easy skip for me. Okay, then we had some new drops at Sephora that was so exciting. So we had Laura Mercier launch a tinted moisture bronzer for $30. So it's a cream bronzer with all the benefits of the beloved tinted moisturizer that gives skin the perfect natural sun-kissed glow and 12 hours of hydration. I love liquid bronzer. I really wanted to try this, but I don't need any more bronzers right now. So I did skip, but I didn't go completely scot-free because Patrick Ta is like one of my favorites and I love his blushes. So they added 2 shades of their Major Sculpt Cream and Contour Powders. So I ended up getting She's Bronzed. I actually used this in a testing new makeup video that I posted yesterday. So if you guys want to see this in action, highly recommend checking it out. I'm actually wearing this today as well. So we're trying it out so far. So good. We'll see how it goes. I just am always triggered by a Patrick Ta release. So I did have to pick that one up. I was very curious. And then we also have the One Size Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Trio Palette for $38 in the shade Attention Seeker. I saw this shade and I immediately sent it to my friend Heather Austin. I was like, listen, I don't know if you saw this, but I know this shade of pink is like your love language when it comes to blush colors. And I'm pretty sure she had probably already bought it when I sent it to her, but I know she wore it like in a video. I know I saw her talking about it. So if you guys are looking for opinions on that blush shade, I would highly recommend checking out her channel. But oh my god, I cannot stand that shade of pink on me. I think it goes a little ashy on me because of my skin tone. Those particular blushes, I bought them when they first launched, and that was actually on my list of like worst products of 2022 because they're so pigmented and they're so hard to blend. Obviously this is like one of the lightest shades, so I wouldn't worry about that so much, but I think I just plan on skipping those products when they launch because it's just like too much for me. Okay, so now let's switch gears to indie. So one of my favorite indie brands is restocking a palette that I am just like loving, you guys. I actually have it right here. I've worn this now twice. This is the Arrow inspired palette by Adept and it's restocking one more time today. So I will go ahead and link it on my community tab for you guys. And I'll give you like a 15-minute heads up on my community tab so you don't miss it. Because this is the only restock and I would hate for you guys to not be able to get your hands on it. It's such a beautiful palette. I did a whole video. I swatched the whole thing. Honestly, this might be one of the best Adept palettes. Other than the Heather Austin palette, this might be my next favorite. Listen, you give me all these like beautiful multi-chromes and a row of matte greens. Like, it's bound to be a match made in heaven. So I would highly encourage, if you guys are curious about that particular palette, if you haven't picked it up already, highly encourage you guys to try and get your hands on it. I also do have an affiliate code with Adept. That is not why I'm telling you to get it. I just think that I've loved Adept for a long time. I bought that palette with my own money. It was not sent to me. So if you want to save some money like I did, you can use my code KHMAKEUP to save. But I love it. It's restocking one last time. Highly recommend getting your hands on it because it's really pretty. Okay, so I saw this on the Profusion Instagram. So they're launching a new collection called the Empowered Butterfly Collection. And they have an eyeshadow palette with 25 shades for $14. We've got some mousse blushes. We've got a lip gloss set, a lip cream set, a shimmering eyeliner duo, 4 pairs of lashes, and butterfly face stickers. I don't know if this is going to come to like Walmart or not or whatever, but yeah, it's been a while since I tried something new from Profusion, and I have been on a bit of a drugstore kick lately, but this is not really something that's calling to me. I will say the blushes look very cute. The eyeshadow palette is like a pretty pastel-y eyeshadow palette. I mean, It screams spring, so I can understand, and Profusion really does have a very good formula, so I don't see myself buying it, but if you guys are interested in trying the brand, that looks like a fun collection. I did buy this though, oh my gosh, I swear. I've been trying not to buy things, but I've definitely been shopping for makeup. I even placed an order today on the Ulta website. I bought the Colourpop stuff and I bought like random shit, like literally, because they sent me a coupon. It was like $10 off a $50 purchase or something. So I was like, well, I gotta use it. Anyway, from Ace Beauty, we have the new Smoky Rose eyeshadow palette, and I think this sold out already. It says they had less than 100 units, so yeah, I don't really know. I probably shouldn't have bought this, but I'm about to film my 2022 eyeshadow palette rankings video, and Ace Beauty is pretty high up there, so I was like, you know what? I just want to try it. I want to see if this is the good formula or the not so great formula. And so I talked myself into it. Also, I feel like they definitely have more colorful eyeshadow palettes than neutral, so I was curious to see. I hope they restock this. Like, I don't know why, but maybe they just do neutrals as a limited edition thing and their core line is color, which is totally fine with me. And I'm not like huge on color, and honestly, when I first saw this, I thought it was a Viseart palette, so I did buy it. So as soon as I get it, I will review it for you guys because, yeah, I'm very, very curious. We also had a restock from SugarDrizzle, so they restocked their OG SugarDrizzle palette, and we also have the Pickle palette. So I don't know if these are still in stock, but I will go ahead and link it down below for you guys. I also have a discount code with them, so I will throw that on the screen as well as in the pinned comment for you if you are still interested in picking up some of those products. We have from Unearthly, they're releasing the Not in the Mood palette. So this is a water activated liner palette, and they're also going to launch their new brush set, which I have that brush set. It's kind of scattered through my makeup collection, but they're launching some really nice face brushes and then 2 eyeshadow brushes. I actually used this brush today for blush, and it's so soft and so nice. And I have their other brush set, which has like the green bristles like this, and I've cleaned them multiple times. I've never had any issues with them. So yeah, I'm excited for the brand to be doing more brushes. So yeah, I don't know when this is coming out, but I will definitely have a community tab post for you guys just to remind y'all. I will say I'm not sure about the water activated liner palette. It's not something I use a lot. I have a lot of water activated liners from Suva Beauty that I like literally finally decluttered in 2022 because I knew I wasn't going to use them. So I don't know. I wish this was an eyeshadow palette because I love the artwork, but I don't know that I'll be buying it for the water activated liners at this moment in time, but it looks like a great color selection. Like, you're going to have every shade you've ever needed of water activated liners from what I can tell. Okay, so the brand CXC Beauty, I haven't tried anything from them. I haven't seen anyone review them, but they're launching these 9-pan palettes, or they're already launched, and they're $27 each, and they kind of caught my eye because they kind of look like the Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes. And some of these color stories are so interesting, like that first one called April Showers that has like the blues and like very springy, and then there's like a gray one that's very much like the Zendo palette from Natasha Denona. The Ultraviolet is like a really cool smoky purpley blue palette that's so cute. So kind of interesting color stories, but I really don't know anything about the brand, so I could see myself buying it, but gosh, I'd be so curious to hear if you guys have tried them and if you have any thoughts. Okay, so here's something I bought as well. Gucci launched their new full coverage luminous matte finish foundation, and I am so here for this. So I didn't realize Gucci was launching a new foundation when I added the last Gucci foundation into my February Shop My Stash. So I've actually been playing with it the last few weeks, and I kind of have my thoughts on the original foundation, so I'm very excited to compare it to the new one. I ended up getting mine on Sephora, so it should be here sometime this week. So I'll probably do another testing new makeup video when that package comes. But I'm excited. Like, what do you guys think? I will pop the shade I bought on screen in case you guys are like a similar shade to me. Although maybe we should wait because I don't know if I got a good shade match. But it says it's a 24-hour foundation with a luminous matte finish and full coverage in one drop. That's a bold claim. Finishes matte liquid foundation, and I've been really into a matte foundation. So I'm very, very excited to see how that works out for me, if it's drying or if it's like perfect. Okay, you guys, not to sound like a Debbie Downer, but I'm definitely like out of breath. I need to take a little break, but I think that's it for all the new makeup releases this week. I'm sure that there are so many things that'll probably get announced after I finish recording this video, but that's okay. We'll catch up next Monday. I got the new Tower 28 bronzer. I got that Gucci foundation. I've got that new Ace Beaute palette. So I've been a busy camper shopping this week, even though every month I try to buy a little less because I want to get through some of the things I've accumulated over the past few months. So like I said, I'm working on Game Beauty right now, which I'm so excited about because this is look number 1 and I'm living for it. So yeah, that is everything for this week's New Makeup Monday episode. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment because it really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. And I will see you guys in another new video very, very soon.